We are live up in this bitch. That's right. We are live up in this motherfucker. Now I gotta refresh. What?
People watch it like when you do your things and people comment while they're
the
watching
live chat.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, basically right here. This link right here fucking links them to my video.
Okay,
Links them to my shit. All right.
Okay.
Square Enix.
Square Enix, man, could suck my fucking left testicle.
Don't say that.
Hey, listen. When I say left, my right is actually reserved for their actual other decent studios that make Octopath Traveler and shit like that. That side of Square I fucking love.
Have you seen they're bringing back Ogre Tactics?
Yeah, and I will be playing that on PS4 day one, motherfucker.
Right, bro.
Because that shit will be fire.
I admittedly never played the Tactics Ogre games, which I should be like all over that game. Like,
right.
Everything that you want in a game.
Everything that you want in a game. I mean, shit. That's the thing, though. Is that even humanly possible? Is that even vaguely humanly possible to be able to create a game that like literally satisfies every single fucking gamer on the market?
Maybe that's a stretch, but I'm pretty easy to please.
The Switch. Motherfucker, do you not know how many motherfuckers hate the Switch?
I'm liking my Switch.
Yeah, no, hey, I have no issue with this. I just wish I had better internet so I could actually play some fucking online shit. I love to play Mario Kart with the boys. I love to play fucking Smash Brothers with people that I know. But I can't because Nintendo's network does not like my fucking hotspot or does not like the Wi-Fi here. It's like, nah, man, get your trash ass fucking strict internet the fuck on out of here, bitch.
Their internet service is trash.
Sure. Well, I mean, it is, but at least if I was on regular fucking Ethernet fucking internet, I would be doing a lot better because this Switch dock has an Ethernet port built into it, so which is nice.
Even more trash.
Yeah. Of course.
Like I guess last time we were talking, I was all like wrapped up in Elden Ring still.
Actually, dude, yeah, we all had our moment. We all had our moment in Elden Ring, dude.
It's been a while since we've done it.
But I don't plan on going back, though. That's the problem. Like Bloodborne, dude, I did multiple playthroughs. Dark Souls, I did multiple playthroughs. Elden Ring, I did one playthrough, and now I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care.
I'm gonna double dip that game eventually.
Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Elden Ring. Like, there's nothing that From Software going forward can do fucking that could be terrible. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a fan, but like, it's not going to be terrible.
Right. I'm too busy with Gamepass right now. Sure. There's that Gamepass talk we talked about.
So my buddy, shout out to Zombie, man. He just asked me in the other roundtable Discord chat. He's like, "Who is Wolf?" That's my buddy Wolf Flow, by the way. They're fucking Zombie.
Who is Wolf?
He's never used Game Pass before as a service. So when I'm referring to the term review, I'm talking about him reviewing his fucking thoughts so far with the service because he's had it for about 2 months now. Close to that?
I guess about that.
Yeah.
Almost.
So that's literally all he's doing, man. That's all he's doing. So, but that's going to be a little bit later on in the episode. So.
Well, I start off like I've already saved myself hundreds of dollars of money that I've been spending on other games to play. It's keeping me from buying other games.
And that changed how from back in the 90s when we used to rent shit?
Well, I did buy a couple of the games that I played on here because they're on sale on Steam, and I want to.
Again, that's also another common fucking trait that a lot of people did back then too as well. That's not going to change, people. Like, I don't understand this fucking notion that people think that, oh, buying a game after you play it is stupid. No, motherfucker. That's what made you go out and save your money to buy said game. Like, nah, bro.
Especially if you're a collector, right?
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't change the fact that gamers on the Xbox side don't do that shit. I mean, I understand that part, and I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying in generality, like, as a whole, like, no matter what service you use, and shit like that, how many people ran out and like watched the whole entire series of Stranger Things, and then went out after when the Blu-ray or DVD fucking came out for that season. Like,
I did that for True Blood and Game of Thrones. Like, I watched them as they aired on TV, or I like paid for the streaming service or whatever, right? So I could watch it.
right.
And then I went out and bought the seasons when the seasons came out.
See, there you go. There's, like, what is like? Is there anything wrong with doing that? No, motherfucker.
It depends.
Yeah, but it happens. It also happens in the music scene too, as well. You got people on fucking YouTube doing reaction videos, going out buying people's records, buying fucking shirts and shit, promoting that.
Yeah, if you love something, it's gonna have more value to you. If I were to sell my video game collection right now, physical, I'd get a pretty good buck, but it wouldn't be nearly as much as it is worth to me just to have those. And I could even go back through them all if I wanted to.
Like, just picture this scenario, right? Picture this scenario, right? Imagine fucking like VHSs just came around, but everything else is still the same. Modern technology is still the same, but VHS just came around. DVDs and Blu-rays don't exist yet. Let's say we just advanced technology as far as films go, and that's in the modern time period. If we were back during VHS days and shit like that, just imagine social media, how social media would placate that. You know what I mean?
Well, we are. It's just more advanced. Like
no, I know we're more advanced, but at the same time, like, but are we as human individuals more advanced though? That's the question you have to question yourself.
A little bit of we're more advanced and less advanced in other ways. We're both at the same time.
Right. Like, I'm never gonna understand when somebody like in their own house texting their own kid from that upstairs. Like, I'm never gonna understand that because that makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just so weird that, I mean, there's some situations where that comes in handy, yes. But for the most part, though, like, what? Just go pat down the stairs and be like, hey, dinner's ready, call your fucking kid up. You know what I mean? Like, nope, text your kid.
That's when you know it's time to get off fucking...
Yeah, because I think a lot of us are so focused and fixated on technology, man. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I hate that when you see at a table, everyone's just on their phone. And it's like when they're eating or something, and it's like, bro, like, get back to reality for a minute.
Right, and then COVID didn't help with that at all. COVID didn't help with that one single bit. But not to get into, you know, off topic there for whatever the case may be. We'll do that like near the end of the show and shit like that. So Wolf. Wolf, I want to get your segment out of the way real quick too, as well. That little segment that I like to call fucking "There's that Gamepass talk again," which he coined, by the way, because it seems to be on everyone's lips nowadays, including my own. But I try to keep it vague. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know that I play a lot of fucking shit. But that's besides the point.
I'll give you a good review.
But yeah, no, I want to hear his thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel that this was a guy that I was trying my hardest to get this motherfucker to sign up for 1 fucking month, just so he can say that he's tried it out and whatever the case may be, and he finally broke case, got a 3-month fucking period for it, man. So go ahead and explain to my audience, it's very small, fucking, like, never mind, I'm going to finish that sentence. Go ahead and let him know. Let him know.
All right. I got it for free, but I'm going to try and think of if I was. I'm thinking of it as though I paid the money.
There's that key word, folks. Free. Let that slip in mind. Free.
Yeah. So it's not. I'm not looking at it as though it was free. I'm looking at it like how much I would have spent on it. Right. That's just money in the pocket. But for my experience, all right. So we started out with. First of all, let me just get the fucking PC interface out of the way. It's garbage. Like the whole PC store, that needs a complete overhaul. It needs controller customization. Just give me a big screen mode like Steam. Give me different configurations. I can actually customize my controller and just make it like even the store, browsing the store, just make it more easier to use with the controller. Like not everyone's using a mouse and keyboard. It is what it is. Giving me the option. Like, there's a number of problems with the store. But as far as the games, I liked a lot of the games. Like there's a lot of like arcade type. I'll just tell you what I was playing. Played Minecraft Dungeons. That game, it was a little bit like generic in a lot of ways. Tunic, that's one of my favorite games of all time now, I think. I absolutely love that game. It's just what it is. It's just the mystery of it all, like how it's all. I guess
The
like the whole lore
mystery of
to
it
it.
all.
Like you have to think about everything, right? Like you have to put together what's going on and figure everything out as you go. Like, actually, a lot of thought in that game.
Oh, you talking about Tunic?
Tunic,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Tunic is definitely a puzzle, a tease brainer or brain teaser. There you go, fucking for sure, 100%. You really got to think in that game on your fucking feet and shit like that.
Yeah, everything about that game is just kind of mind blowing, especially
Yep.
that it was designed in one person.
Right,
And
right.
then I just love it. It's got a lot of charm and everything. Addicting. Hades, I never got into. Sorry, I don't see the hype. Like I absolutely love Supergiant Games and all their games. Just it's to me, it's just less creative than the other ones to me. But it is what it is.
Wait.
Psychonauts
So you
2.
weren't feeling no Hades?
Well, I haven't played that much of it to be fair.
That's your
Uh,
problem. That's the number one problem that Hades has. That
yeah,
suffers
my
in the
brother
beginning,
said that.
but gradually
But,
gets a million times better as the game gets like
but I
the more you
already
can
know
do
I'm going to be
runs.
going through this. I just know I'm going to be going through the same motions and I'm going to do the same dungeons over and over. And it's like, yeah, I'm not that into that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It's just not your flavor. Yeah, no, I
That's
get that.
my
I get
issue.
that. I mean, look at Returnal. Cheap shot at PlayStation. I'm just kidding. Go on. Sorry, dude.
Psychonauts, Psychonauts 2, I don't have too much to say about that. I got to play more of it too. Um,
Yes, you got to play
Sky,
more of that.
City Skylines. The game I was loving it. It was amazing. And then I found out I can't do like hardly anything I want to do because it's all locked behind like hundreds of DLCs. It just like turned me right off. Like I'm done with this shit. Road 96. That game was actually pretty dope. Like it was cool because there was like it really affected everything, all your decisions. Like you got tons of characters who will like die and stuff. So pretty interesting. It's something different. Um, we'll get to another game narrative, a couple more. Well, yeah, Life is Strange: True Colors. Um, way too much filler in that game, and way too much like the decisions didn't make that much difference. And also, it was like the ending is what killed the game for me. Like it was the worst fucking plot hole instead of an actual good plot twist. It was like there's no way she wouldn't have been able to do something. Like she wouldn't have known something with their power and stuff. So it's like
Right.
it just kind of screwed the whole thing up, and it just wasn't that great to be honest with. Like it had its moments, had some emotional stuff to it, but nothing compared to the game we're going to talk about soon. Uh, Ninja Turtles, you all know that's an amazing game. Let's leave it at
Oh
that.
yeah, of course, of
It was
course.
so much fun. Combos are crazy fun. We gotta play more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Escape Academy. The game was pretty good. Like you really got to figure things out. I kind of gave up on it. I was like, I
It
didn't
was
want to
hurting your
go through
brain,
it.
bro. It was hurting
It
your
was
brain
hurting
just
my
a little
brain too
too
much.
much. Yeah.
I'm not ready for that, man.
Nah, me and Faye fucking annihilated that game, yo. Yeah, right now her and I are actually physically like we're waiting for the developer to fucking announce like what they're planning on doing for the season pass. And then her and I are going splits on that shit to get that shit.
For Escape Academy?
Yeah, fucking right we are.
Oh my god, I can't
That
wait till they
game is
release DLC
fucking
for that game.
Yeah, people in
So
the chat,
good.
do not sleep on that fucking game, bro. Do not
It's
sleep on
hardcore,
Escape Academy.
yeah.
I'm telling you, that game is
Especially
worth
if
it.
you like puzzles, right? Like people who
Right.
like RPGs and stuff that have like puzzles in them, I think would really like that kind of a game.
Facts.
Oh yeah, that's a
Super facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brain teaser right there.
In fact,
For
you know what?
sure.
That's going to be my next
Good
review
story.
right there. That's going to be my next review.
There you go.
Yes, it totally should be.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That game is 100% good. I might actually play through it again just to kind of refresh my memory a little bit because it's been a couple weeks since we played it. Like, we burned that game real fucking fast, yo. It was great.
I know.
It was fucking great. And I've seen other people struggle with the game like that. I've seen people on live streams and shit, like they couldn't get past certain areas because, like, they were stuck for hours and hours, dude. And it's like when they finally figured it out, it's just like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, man.
You finally get it, and you're like, oh,
You finally
shit.
get it.
I
You
mean,
feel
we
like,
didn't get stuck, but-
yeah. You feel like some type of way, man. You feel like all depressed and shit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go on, Wilflo. Yeah, my
I
bad,
guess
dude.
I'll keep going. Unsighted, that game was pretty cool. That was made by a couple people too. It's got pretty good combat and stuff, but yeah, it was kind of like a lot like Hyper Light Drifter, but I never got that into that either. I gotta check it out a little bit more. Doesn't seem too like anything too special, but it's good fun. Forza 5, that game like pretty disappointed me actually. Like just I haven't got that again. I haven't done too much, but I did drive around a bunch in it, like just to get a feel. And it felt okay to drive, but it just feels like kind of like even like the when you rewind and stuff like that, it's like the hassle of rewind is not even worth it. I could just why would I even do that? I'd just like turn around. It's like just a lot of the things in it, like even just like the loading times to like it didn't seem that like the environments just seemed kind of bland and stuff. Like didn't seem I want a driving game where it's like actual interesting scenery, like good landmarks everywhere, like well designed and stuff, like a nicely designed map. Like that shit's just the map's just kind of boring in that game. It's like I don't really care about this. Like I'd probably rather just drive around in GTA. It feels better anyway. Like whatever. Chorus, that game's actually pretty sick. The controls like take major getting used to, especially because you have to do these like weird maneuvers and stuff, and it's a little awkward. But other than that, like the story has me super intrigued so far, and like flying around in space, pretty sick actually. Pretty cool combat. I tried Power Wash Simulator, and yeah, that was a wash for me.
At least you fucking tried it, though. At least you actually
like
fucking downloaded it and you gave it a try for a half hour, 45, and you were like, nah, it's not for me.
Like, this is cool, but I'm good. Like, I'll just leave it to someone else to finish the job.
Right?
Maybe half. Monster Sanctuary, the game is fucking amazing. Like, got it again on Steam. It's just got such a fucking deep operating system and your party and your monster.
Yep.
You could just endlessly make wicked combinations of like I'm building up a whole bunch of creatures, but I love just like stacking multiple debuff stacks on enemies. Oh, I'm like stacking shields on myself and shit. They're just melting away. Like you can do some crazy combos in it. It's like the art style is absolutely fucking beautiful pixel art.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the good old SNES days.
Yeah, that was a game that I bought 5 months ago, I believe it was. And then it comes to fucking Game Pass fucking several months later.
Like fuck Pokemon, dude. Monster Sanctuary is where it's at. It's even got like pretty cool platforms.
Shout out to the Switch owners that don't exist in my fucking channel yet.
And then we get to like one of my Game of the Year candidates this year for sure. As Dusk Falls.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He just said a bad word, folks.
We're gonna have to talk about this game.
Oh yes, we are. But I want to hold off on that conversation just as a disclaimer, real quick. Wolf, sorry, just before you continue on, because I want to wait for fucking Faye to finish it, so that way, because I want to see how her fucking end plays out for her.
Oh yeah, we can do that. And
yeah.
We had crazy different endings, and we both thought we got like.
And you can take as much time as you want, Faye, for that game. As much time as you want.
You don't have to. I deleted it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Well, it's okay, but it's like I don't know. Like you really have to pay attention to play
it. You do. Yeah, 100.
And I always have so much crap going on.
Yeah. See, you
gotta like really dedicate time to it.
Right, yeah. You definitely got it. Especially it's like one of those story novel driven type kind of games, right? With like pick and choose your own adventure.
Like,
yeah.
I played at least half of it and it was really good. But like I don't like when am I gonna have I don't really have a lot of time, right? So.
Right, well, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense from your perspective for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked what I did play.
Yeah, no, well then one of these days, we'll do a spoiler. We'll do a spoiler fucking show based on that game, bro. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Crazy, all the different.
Oh yeah.
hundreds of different scenarios that can play out. It's ridiculous how many different things happen.
It's what Detroit Become Humans was trying to do, but didn't get quite right. But almost did, but not quite. This game did it fucking right.
All the filler as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no filler in the fucking game at all. Nothing. And like every choice dramatically impacts fucking like another playstyle or another scene or another dude. It's fucking nuts, bro. It's like layer after layer after layer. And it got to the point, I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but I'll just say when I told Wolflo how my ending went, bro, it blew his fucking mind, dude.
Yeah, there's some cool things that can play out. Like there's a lot of thought that went into that game.
Upgrade your internet, dude. Hey man, I'm trying. I'm fucking trying, bro. Yeah, no, that game is fucking. I really hope to God that game does get more appreciated. I really would like to see at least get nominated. I don't care if it wins because I know it won't, but at least get nominated for Game of the Year because that game is fucking something special, dude. When you go through it, man, especially if you love those styles of games. Yeah, man, you're missing out on that kind of shit. I love Detroit games, but I won't play there because I don't want to see my character move at 1 frame per second. God forbid. Fucking idiots. Anyways, go on. Go on.
I'll keep going. The friggin' Record of Lotus, the fucking Castlevania type game.
Another game I fucking bought that went to Game Pass.
That game's really good. So far, so good. Nothing like I have no complaints at all. I guess it could be. I'm sure it could be maybe a little bit crazier. Like, but no, all the weapons you can see they look different. There's different ones. Are like it's opening up. It's pretty good.
Right.
Young Souls, that's a really unique game with unique art style. It's kind of like vector art, and then it's what do you call it? It's like a beat 'em up RPG. You actually level up different shit, but it's also beat 'em up style, and the boss fights are cool. They're so far all unique and had interesting stuff you had to do. So I think that's a really good game. I'm definitely gonna get it on Steam too, I think. And definitely, I think if I get it, if I find it on sale for sure, I'll snag that one up. That's a unique game, Young Souls. Then we've been playing Solasta. You've probably seen that on the channel and stuff. You know, that game is pretty dope actually. It's slow, very slow, and you gotta manage a lot of things, but it's a good one to just pop in with you guys and shit. Like, there's a lot of strategy and stuff. We definitely had some interesting encounters in that game.
Right.
Some all kinds of crazy moments so far. So that's pretty good. You know what my complaint about that game is though? Is that I just wish there was a little bit more skill customization, like different kinds of more skills that I could utilize, to change my strategy up. Like you're kind of limited in the strategies that you can use in that game. That's my only gripe.
Right.
Artful Escape. That game is a trip so far. I gotta take some more gummies and play the rest of that. Superliminal. That one was not liking my controller very much, but it was pretty cool. I guess I wasn't that into it. Like, that's cool. It's kind of a mindfuck too. A lot of mystery puzzle solving stuff too, and mess around with physics and stuff. Trail Makers. That game has tons of so Trail Makers is like a Lego car and plane building game where you race them, but it's all based on how you build it. It changes the aerodynamics and the physics of it. You can also head-to-head robot battle them and stuff. And there's competitions for creations, and there's an open world that you can go around. The whole concept of that game is fucking crazy good, and it's beautiful too. It's actually a pretty good looking game. Execution, it's a little clunky. That game, definitely could use a little bit less jankiness, and then that game would be on its way. But it's it could. I don't know. It feels a little bit slow and clunky though. That I don't know what they could do to fix it, but not the best execution, unfortunately. that late game, I was enjoying that. Just driving around, like there's not much to it. It's kind of like power simulator for you, power wash simulator for you guys. I'm just
Yeah,
driving
relaxing.
around.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
relaxing narrative game for you. Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
got cool narrative. Yeah, makes me think about that kind of life. It actually made me think a lot, like outside of the game about life and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Mhm. Um, the gunk so far so pretty good. Like um, seems like I'm only doing like simple mundane things. So I don't know. I wish there was like a bit different, mix up the gameplay a little bit more. So far, it just seems like I'm just sucking up gunk, but we'll see where it goes.
Pause on
Kind
that.
of interesting plot. And then Lonely Mountain, that game, I got into it and it was actually fun as hell.
Yeah,
It
because
was
that's
pretty
all
cool.
physics based going down a hill with a fucking bike, bro. That shit's hard as balls.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. So
Yeah,
I
that
checked
game's
it.
funny as shit.
That's about it. Like I got to sample a lot of different games so
So
far.
overall, man. So overall, like, what do you think of the overall generality of the service itself, man? Like, do you see yourself staying subscribed, or do you see yourself like, maybe this is not really for me. Maybe every once in a while, or it's just not like I'll never subscribe to it again.
Oh no, like what I'll do is like every once in a while I'll pick a month where it's like stuff that I want to check out, and
Yeah,
when I sub to it for a month, I'll just like play the shit out of it for a month. Like I'll just play Game Pass pretty much for that month, and
right,
I'll just
right.
my
See, you're
full
doing it. Okay. So that's
yeah.
another appropriate way of doing it too. Because at the same time, like a lot of the games that you definitely want to go after, you're definitely buying up front, regardless on Steam or PS5 and some of that, right? Because you don't own an
Because a
Xbox
bunch
on
of
your
those
side,
games, I'll try them out, and
right?
then I'll just end up buying them and playing the shit out of them.
Yeah,
Opting
on the PS5, right? Because you get better performance over there and shit like that too. So there you go. That's another bonus plus for you.
on whatever, whether it's
What's
Switch
up?
for the
What's up there,
physical.
Raccoon Man? How you doing, buddy?
I can get my physical games on the Switch if they're rare. Like I wanted to get a copy of Monster Sanctuary on Switch because it went like to limited run. Already, people are charging like double or triple on eBay. I'm like, fuck.
Hey,
This is only been out
next
for
time,
a day.
when my buddy fucking Killer XX, he went up there just today to the limited run store, and he picked up a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
stuff for
right.
himself. But also my buddy Hunter too as well. He lives in Canada too. He got himself fucking. He gave Hunter Killer the money for like 3 other games or something like that. So if they do have a physical copy there of Monster Sanctuary, man, like let me know, and then fucking I'll let him know next time he goes up there.
Have a limited run physical place around you.
Yeah, no, it's an actual store, dude. But there's only one right now. But it's only like about fucking like I think a 5 or 6 hour drive from where he's at right now. So he went up there today.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like an actual store that sells all of limited run fucking merchandise and games that they've actually like put out in physical copies and shit, limited editions and everything. It's fucking dope, bro. Yeah.
Need one of those around me. That'd be
Yo,
crazy.
facts, dude. Like I miss shit like that. Like GameStop would have been that too as well, but GameStop just went downhill, bro, so fucking badly, bro. Oh well, tough days.
I mean, they ordered my Tony Hawk skateboard for me. Fucking
Yeah, it's because that should tell you right there that nobody goes to those fucking stores anymore.
yeah, I always get good deals at GameStop, like bargain
Yeah, I
bins
wonder
and
why.
shit.
I wonder why.
Because idiots trade them in.
Right. Yep.
The funniest thing is when people think they actually get money for their like NBA 2K and Call of Duty and Madden. It's like, no, bro. You know, he copy this for that game.
So Faye, I have a question for you, my dear. I heard to the grapevine, man, that you definitely enjoyed yourself some Power Wash there over the weekend or last couple of weeks when you and I played the shit out of it.
I did absolutely. It was really good.
Yeah, that game is fucking heavily relaxing on the ears, man.
Therapeutic fashion, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah,
It's got a weird therapeutic fucking vibe to it when you're playing that shit, dude. Like you just don't give a shit.
I know, and it's like super satisfying to watch like the dirt, like clean
Disappear.
off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to see what's under all that fucking shit filthy walls and stuff like that. See its true beauty.
Because the dirt in that game is hella thick.
Yeah.
I left the
Shameless promo, by the way. shameless promo. If you want to read my review that I wrote out for Power Wash, click the link down below in the description, the very first link. It's a PDF file. Just read it and let me know your thoughts, man.
Really
I don't care if you don't like the game. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. I just want to hear like feedback. That's all I want. I already know about the spelling. Don't worry about that. I'm already getting that. I've already got some proofreaders I'm going to be giving my shit to in advance before I make it public, so don't worry. But just to give you guys a general idea of how I structure my shit, it'll give you that example.
I thought it's funny. Like, it's funny how people would be so focused on something like spelling and grammar, when like that's the whole point of it is the
fucking
actual.
man.
Like, what does that have to do with a review? Like a review, it's all about the information. It's not about
facts.
How it's presented. It's how it's the information that's there.
Right. You go nowadays. Yeah, you're right about that 100%. Because if you go nowadays and you read any one of these motherfuckers' reviews, they don't go into detail about fucking nothing. It's mainly them just ranting about what they liked and what they didn't like, and then they throw their fucking bullshit politics into the mix of it.
It's all perfectly edited by a bunch of editors who never even played the fucking game. That's the problem.
Facts. And that shit drives me crazy. And I think that's also another reason why, like Baltimore was saying too as well. Shout out to Baltimore, because he's the reason why that kind of like sparked that flame again for me to go back and do my writing reviews. And to be fair, like after I finished my review for my Power Wash thing, it kind of gave me like, you know what, man, this is fucking, dude, I'll just keep doing these.
Did you used to do that, Dale?
I used to do it, yeah, fucking like when I first remember. You guys remember Google Plus, right? Like Google's half-assed social media shit when Facebook came around. Yeah, that kind of shit.
No.
Google Plus is where I started doing this crap because I was part of. This is how I met Dooley in Baltimore, and I was part of a group called Glitch. And again, like I just said, that's where I met Dooley, that's where I met Silver Sky, and that's where I got in contact with Baltimore. And Baltimore used to always love my knowledge on gaming when we would talk on Google Hangouts and shit all the time. And he told me, he's like, dude, have you thought about like writing up reviews? And I'm like, no, not really, but I could try. So ever since then, I would sit there, and every game that I would beat after that, I would like write like a little mini review, kind of like the one I shared like with my Power Wash one. And he's always told me, man, he's like, dude, he goes, you have a fucking very, very like good knack to writing detailed reviews to the point where it actually like kind of makes you want to fucking like at least fucking try it out and see for yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's got a nice vibe to it. Like it actually breaks down mechanics and explains shit to you. Whereas like IGN would be like, yeah, this game is great, but I mean, like here's my view on like why I think this game should be more approachable to women and shit. It's like fucking what?
Well, this is what I'm talking. Like I'm trying to be an optimist these days.
You kind of have to be, man. You kind of have to be.
Let's just fucking keep it 100, man. It's the 2020. It's like it ain't easy. For sure.
We live in a society where everybody wants to judge everything before actually doing anything about it, or like appreciating things. We judge everything so quickly. Worse, for that matter. A game comes out, you look at like 2 seconds of a trailer. This game is shit. It's garbage. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Just based off the trailer, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That's bullshit. You should never judge things by the trailer.
I mean, do we do that with movies? Of course we do that with movies, but we still eventually get around to watching them. Like
I just did that with that Elvis movie, right? I saw Austin Butler playing Elvis, and I was like, fuck that. I am never going to watch that pile of shit. And it is the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
See? That's what I'm saying. Like, people, like, you know what I mean? Like, they judge a book by its cover too harshly, man. They got to stop doing that.
I'll judge most games by their gameplay. Like, I'll watch actual gameplay, a good significant portion of gameplay, just to get an idea and, like, see how things... Like, I like to think about how the game works and stuff, right? Looking at it. But by hearing some review, all reviews do is kind of like generally throw you off. Like they'll just bring up things and overemphasize things that aren't even that big of a thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll focus in on things and then they'll just leave bad impressions or good impressions because they're not even that relevant most of the time.
Right. And it's like, that should not be part of your fucking formula on how you structure a review.
You gotta look at what your own criteria is, what you're looking for in the game.
Right.
That's what you're looking for.
Like imagine if like when you look at, or if you go and you read like critic reviews for like foods and shit, And whatever the case may be, like, they go into specific details about, like, the flavor, the taste, you know what I mean? Like, if there was too much sugar, too much salt, too much of this, that.
But then that's
Journalists
all
in
opinion
gaming-wise,
right?
like, it's like they don't fucking understand that that's what they're supposed to be doing with a fucking game. Break it down. Let the person know what type of game it is. You gotta break down the mechanics.
They let them form their own opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not going to let somebody be able to form their opinion if you don't break down the game and you make your fucking explanation very vague in your review. That's not going to convince somebody to try your shit.
Just went through every game I was playing like almost as vaguely as possible. It is what it is. Hey,
totally drunk off wine coolers.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So funny.
I read that shit, yo. That fucking made me die, yo. What the fuck? Wine coolers. Hey, listen, wine coolers are actually fucking delicious. Okay? I used to drink that shit on the regular, too. Faye will even fucking tell me that, too, as well. I used to drink that shit all the time.
Yes.
And the bottle of wine. Remember that kangaroo fucking red wine I used to drink all the fucking time?
I do remember that,
yeah,
actually.
Beer and wine. Yo, but I haven't touched a single bit of fucking alcohol in like over a year now, dude. Beer and anything. Nothing. I don't need to smoke that shit anymore. I got my weed, yo. My weed fucking puts me in a better place.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I got my Irish mist here if I ever want to drink.
Oh. So, Faye, I would definitely want to get your thoughts on this. Because I'm happy as shit. Like, so you obviously saw the news before I did, because I just saw it when I texted you earlier about it. Because I saw fucking Tyrone Magnus do a reaction to it. I was like, wait, what? They're coming out with a sequel to this? So I watched it, and then when I saw who's going to be playing Quinn, I was like, no, get the fuck out of here. So I'm actually, I'm legit. Yeah. I'm totally okay with that. Fucking with her being casted in that universe for Harley Quinn. I'm totally fine with that.
I'll be honest. She was on American Horror Story, that TV show.
Yep.
And she was like, Queen of the Vampires or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I thought she was good. Like, I think she could pull it off. I don't know. I didn't like the Joker though. I did not like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker at all.
Yeah, no, a lot of people. People are like fucking 50-50 with that movie, man. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great. Like, I like how dark and gritty it was and how more grounded it was. Kind of like with the new Batman that just came out there recently, that a lot of people are 50-50 on it. You know what I mean?
They are?
You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of people. I think more people like it than they do hate it. But I mean, even still.
I thought that.
I guess because it was so long, it was slow, right?
I need to finish it too. I need to finish watching that motherfucker too. I still have it downloaded on my fucking on my laptop too and everything.
They could have condensed it a bit for sure.
Right.
But it was good. It was great.
I mean, look, man, to be fair, man, Marvel had its run. You know what I mean? The Avengers saga is over with. Iron Man's never coming back. Fucking, we get all that shit now. So now all these other ones are starting to come out. Nobody gives a fuck about these characters. They already ruined Blade. They've already fucking ruined Blade. I'm not watching the new Blade movie when it comes out, dude, man. I'm sorry, but I refuse to watch a PG-rated fucking Blade movie. That ain't gonna fly for me, bro. I have no problem with who's playing Blade, by the way. That's not... no issue with that whatsoever.
Who is it?
I forget what his fucking name is. Hold on, I'll show you a picture of him real quick. Or somebody in the chat might already know, but fucking, I'm pretty sure it's still him that's still playing it, but I could be wrong.
Right?
No.
I always use Wesley Snipes for fucking the name of snipers. It's Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Got Wesley Snipes.
Hey, listen, the first Blade movie to this day, dude, is still fucking awesome to watch. It's still fucking awesome to watch. That opening nightclub scene is iconic. That opening nightclub scene is fucking iconic.
Most sequels are just cash grabs, bro.
That's pretty much basically what Blade turned into when it got to number 3. Like, Jesus Christ, you know it's bad when they got Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm totally okay. No, I'm good. The first two were actually pretty good. The first one was fucking the best one by a mile, though. It's kind of like a fucking... have you ever noticed that, Faye? Like, all throughout the fucking, like, 2000s and 90s, all those fucking sequels and shit got worse and worse as the series went on. Spider-Man suffered the same shit, too, as well. We get to number 3, and look what happened to that shit. X-Men United? Fucking what? Like,
I
nah,
mean, all
bro.
the
They
ones
have a
that
good
didn't.
run at the start, but then they fucking end with a fucking whimper. It's like, yo, they gotta stop doing that shit.
You know what movie didn't get worse was call it Terminator, man.
What?
Terminator 2 was amazing.
Are
Terminator
we in the
2
same fucking parallel universe here, bro? Like really?
Terminator 2 was fucking amazing,
Yeah,
bro.
no. The first two films were amazing. I saw 3 in theaters, and I was
And 3 was really good, bro.
3
Like,
was
it was really
okay.
good.
3 is tolerable. After
But
that,
it was
I
still
don't know where
pretty
the fuck
good,
the
man.
series went after
The
that. I
ending,
lost
bro,
count.
that was it. It was
I
dope,
lost fucking
bro.
count.
Bro, the ending was dope.
What, the 3?
On 3, yeah.
Yo, and then like what? Then they came out with, after that, they came out with Salvation, which was like years fucking later. And then they brought the series back with Genesis and fucking
I didn't know
the other ones that recently came out too. And it's like, bro, fucking just enough.
Yeah, no, it's done, man. It was over, man. Well, it wasn't Terminator.
Like, fucking leave Arnold alone, man. God damn.
Wait a second, bro. Wasn't Terminator like fucking a lead up to a different series though?
It was supposed to be, but then they decided, like, hey, if Arnold's not in this film, we ain't gonna make money off of it. Let's put him in there.
But we're like, isn't Terminator connected to another fucking?
Oh, another franchise? I don't know. I don't know. That might just be a theory going around or some shit.
I'm not too well.
You've seen the Matrix franchise, right, Faye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Course, yeah.
But you told me you still haven't seen the new one yet, right?
I have not.
Okay,
I know
good. Keep it that way.
It's gonna suck. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. You've already seen the original. Might as well. Fuck it. I mean, I did.
So the first
Matrix
movie?
I don't, man.
I went to see the first Matrix movie in the theater on Mushroom. Bro, that shit was just.
I can just imagine, yo. I can just imagine.
Like going through the fucking portal and shit, like. Dude,
bro, I remember fucking taking my, like, leaving my grandma's place with my buddy, right? Going down to fucking King's Cinema, or, yeah, King's Cottage, or College, I think it was called. The movie theater that was downtown right next to City Hall. And we went and we saw, I think it was the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, him and I. And we smoked 2 joints along the way home. Like I took like a cigarette and took all the tobacco out and then packed my shit. Like old school style, right? Fucking, we smoked 2 fucking joints on the way there. Yo, that movie was fucking something special, man. Watching that shit high as a kite.
I went to all the Lord of the Rings movies with my one buddy on shrooms too.
I went and saw the last one by myself. I only saw the first 2 with my buddy, and that was it. The last one, he was like, "No, I don't really care for that fucking movie. I don't feel like sitting down for 3 hours." I'm like, bitch, you're a dick.
Oh man, it seemed like it was like 5 hours for us, but it was amazing.
Yeah, if you watch the extended edition, sure, you're definitely going to be sitting through like fucking 4.5 hours of film. But if you watch it in theaters, man, it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was long, but it wasn't. It's not King Kong fucking Peter Jackson long. Fucking hell. And I sat in theaters with my brother and saw that shit.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, he was pissed, man.
It's such a different experience than watching it on TV. It's like you're in the movie, bro. It felt like we were literally in the movie, dude. Mushrooms might have a little bit.
To this day, honestly, I would say the best film I ever saw in theaters, man, was probably hands down would be Gangs of New York. That movie was, I love that fucking movie, man. No, that movie, man. That's one film I watch every year. I watch that movie every fucking year. What's that? Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio and shit. Yeah, in like the New York Times back in like whatever year it was. I forget what year it was.
I like my comedy flicks, man.
Comedy flicks?
Yeah,
man. I haven't seen a good comedy flick in a long fucking time, dude. In a long time.
Yeah, a lot of them got stale.
I go back every once in a while and I'll watch like older comedy films and shit. Like I went back recently and I watched How High. Not because of smoking weed, but just because of the fact that movie's fucking hysterical.
I'm telling you, man, movies were more creative in the 80s and 90s.
Of course they are. I know it's off topic, but my bad, chat. Let me just read the chat here real quick. My bad. Fatal, I know this is off topic, but are you able to go see Rammstein fucking when they hit Canada? No. I'm not happy about that. Let's see here. Read Gruda's comment. He's totally drunk out wine coolers. Let's be real. I am a simp. Harley Quinn can get enough. Oh, goddamn, Gruda. Jesus Christ. I'm not reading that. Me, Myself, and Irene. That's another one that's fucking hilarious to watch with Jim Carrey. Faye, here's another question I want to ask you. Fucking, who would you say, like, okay, like, you bring up Elvis as a prime example, right, where, like, you judged it based on the person that was playing that character, then you went and saw it, and that completely changed your opinion about the film?
Yeah.
Has any other movie ever done that when it came to an actor being choiced, like, or being in a role for, like, a biography or something like that?
For a biography?
Yeah, or, like, one of, like, those biopic films that are always, like, you know what I mean? Like, they did one on, like, with Ashton Kutcher and Steve Jobs and shit.
Oh, God, yeah, I know.
Yeah, fun.
I don't know. I can't really think of any right now off the top of my head.
Right. No,
I watch a lot of them. I love
me.
like movies that are based on true story or whatever, right?
Right, yeah,
But
yeah.
there are a lot of times that actors get cast in roles where I'm like, yeah, the fuck, they're gonna pull that off, okay? And then they actually pull it off, and I'm like super shocked. So
Right.
like that does happen, but
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit's pretty fucking intense though too as well. I mean, like I said, I still can't get over how well the fucking Penguin's makeup is in that new Batman flick. That shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, like the cast, the characters in the latest Batman movie, I fucking love them all.
They nailed it. They nailed it down, dude. Like the Penguin actually generally looked like a fucking, like what the Penguin should technically look like. Crying like a mob boss and shit. That's basically what he is. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, what do you guys been playing, man? You guys been playing anything at all? I mean, outside from you, Wolf, we already know because you just listed off like 30 fucking Game Pass games.
I'm also playing Ruin King, man. That game's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Characters in it.
Right.
Like, the fucking League of Legends.